none of these paintings are stretched. They're all rolled up on the rolls you use to buy carpet. And when you buy carpet, there's a tube in the middle of the carpet. So they're rolled up on carpet. And she forced me into digging them out. And she took it to the home and not great safety. And I was reluctant at first, but I talked to Jake, which and he said, this said the right sentence. I don't know if we knew that. And got me out of my reluctance.
Man, this is so cool. You know, we grew up as kids looking at this work, and it means so much to me because it's really taken me to where I am now and who I am. And it was, to say the very least, very influential in my life. This part of the family, Marsha, Mike, Kelly, at times really pulled me in tough places in my life and gave me some balance and stability when I really needed it. Kelly going to college really meant a lot to me. She was not a cousin, she was like this older sister that we still look up to. And yeah, so I mean, it's not about me, but you know, I've done really well for myself in the arts. And you know, it starts from somewhere, right? And it takes a community, and it takes a lot of people around me. And it also, you know, starts at a point where a seed germinates and gets its water and starts to learn how to grow and create roots. And you know, my uncle is all of that, making art, being on boats, wrestling around with cars in the garage, models, all these things that I still do today, and I pass on to my son now. You know, it comes from somewhere. Kelly putting this together. I flew all the way out from Phoenix, Arizona, because I was like, I have to be there. And I know how much work it takes. I really do, and it's a lot of work. I can imagine how your hands feel stretching canvas, because I've had to do that over and over and over again. So it's just remarkable. I can't thank you both enough. Thank you also, Marsha, for being supportive to me. Down and yeah, this is beautiful. Putting this together, allowing us to come together and celebrate how wonderful your father is and how much he means to us. Thank you.
Oh, is there? Right. Oh yeah, good shake up there too. Yeah, Isaiah.
Yes, so my name is Isaiah, and I'm also a nephew of Uncle Mike, cousin to Kelly, and brother to Jake. And you know, this picture right over here, we used to, for Thanksgiving, go to our Aunt Marsha's house, which is Uncle Mike's sister, and all the little kids had to go eat Thanksgiving dinner in the garage area. And there was a bathroom that was attached to that garage, and this painting was in that bathroom. And so, and as kids with our cousins, we would all dare each other to go in that bathroom and see who would stay in there the longest with the lights out. Sometimes we'd all hold the door, and no matter where you were in the bathroom, that clown was looking at you. And it was like a sense of excitement. But I remember the day going in there, and I may or may not, I can't remember this part, have been the ringleader to this whole thing. I don't know. But it's not all right. But I remember one day being in that bathroom, and I overcame the fear of looking at that clown. And it was a big step for me because instead of seeing the clown and being frightened by it, I had empathy for it, and I could understand this and overcome, like this fear. And it was a pretty big deal for me at that young age. I was probably like, 6 or 7, and I remember losing the fear of this clown. And it gave me a lot of confidence. It's when you come over these big fears, and you be in there all day with it and appreciate it finally instead of being afraid of something. And years went by, and I kind of became attached to the clown as the trickster, playing jokes, being the class clown, doing these different things. And so I've always been sort of connected to the jokester, the clown, the trickster. And the story goes on. I started, years later, my Aunt Marcia was having an estate sale. She wanted to get rid of everything. And I came there to the estate sale, and I was only there to look for this clown painting. And so I went there and I asked her what happened. I was like, oh, what happened to that clown painting? And she was like, I'm not sure. I don't know what happened to it. I think I might have sold it at a yard sale. And she felt so bad about this that she started collecting. There were antique collectors and things in our family, so every clown figurine, a little painting, she started collecting and giving to me. And other people in my family started doing the same thing, so I had this spooky clown collection that I would have to hide when my dates came over, not to freak anybody out. But I sort of connected with that figure in my life, and then to come find out on my dad's side of the family, years later, when Kelly told me about this art show, I had asked Kelly, I was like, hey, what about that clown painting that was at Aunt Marcia's house? And she looked at me and she goes, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, my dad did that painting? And I was like, yeah.
I remember the clown. I had no idea.
That's what it was. That's right, yeah.
I was like,
and so then she was like, well, I'll have to ask my dad about that. And so,
You showed up at the grandmother's house.
I'm pretty sure it was at, I know it was at Marcia's house.
It's on Chapel Road, in the bathroom.
Yeah,
It was right between the garage.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah, it's on the left side.
The light was over there. So then we found out that the show was going to be happening, and she was like, "I'll ask my dad about it." And so, from what I understand, Kelly shared with me that they had a pretty powerful conversation about it, and then even Uncle Mike here told me that that painting would never see the light of day because it was misunderstood. And I had told Kelly how much the clown and that figure in society meant to me. And I was sharing this with Jake and my sister Allie. And my sister Allie, out in California, where we are living now, she told me that there's also a very strong connection to the Maidu, who are also Native American. We're Maidu Native American from Northern California. But the clown represents a very powerful ceremonial figure. And they actually mock society and sort of shape society by being sort of the opposite. They're called contraries in the Maidu world, but they basically shape society by imitating them, mocking them, and doing kind of things in reverse. And but also being a dance professional teacher my whole life as well, and being in the performing arts, the contraries or the clowns are also the dance teachers. They teach everybody dance. And so there was just all these really strange connections, and I want to invite all of you to my clown museum that I'm going to open up. And this one, I hope, I've been told from Uncle Mike that if you take this one home with me to Northern California to join the rest of the collection of it, so that means a lot to me, and it means a lot to be here with family, friends. My mom's up there in the corner, Brother Jay, good friends, and my family here as well, but let's give Uncle Mike a round of applause and Kelly.
Dad had clown in hiding and wasn't admitting it and said, well, I'll bring it out. I was shocked to know that he even had it. He brought it out and turned it around. This is the reveal. And like suddenly all the memories came back. And he said, but you have to understand in context. This was during art school, the first art school. This was before I was drafted. This was way before everything. But I feel okay about it because Rothko did clowns and Picasso did clowns, and you know, there's a starting place for everybody. So as long as you understand the context, I'm okay if you show it. And then he looked at it a little while longer and said, you know what? It's not that bad.